questions for you, and here is the first question.
Okay.
What is it like dealing with diabetes? Do you ever get tired of it? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I do get tired of it. It's
Mhm.
kind of a pain.
Right.
But I know that doing it, I can live a long, healthy life,
Right.
and I'm eating better
Right.
by monitoring the amount of carbs and protein I'm eating, and
Mhm.
I think our family is benefiting from that as well.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's a challenge for sure.
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to technology, hopefully
Right.
making it even easier.
Mhm. Do you think it's more of a good thing or a bad thing?
Having type 1 diabetes.
Right.
It's not a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a bad thing that's manageable.
Right.
There's a lot of things that aren't manageable, so I'm very lucky that it is manageable, and technology and
Right.
science are there where I can actually cope and
Right.
deal with it. But
Right.
I view it as a bad thing. It's not a good thing.
Right. Right.
So.
Okay. Awesome. So next question. So I know that you are using the bionic pancreas currently, and I have a question about that. So if you could, maybe you don't want to, what was one thing that you could what is one thing that you would change about the bionic pancreas if you could?
That it can remain in the body for a year. I think having to change it out every week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks is a lot of work, a lot of
Right.
maintenance, and it's a lot of injecting things in your body, more needles, more.
Right.
Once it's in there, I want to be able to leave it.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, and I want it to be smaller.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, in your opinion, what are the pros of the new device, the bionic pancreas?
Well, the pros are that it's constantly monitoring my glucose level every 5 minutes, and I can set alerts and
Right.
look at trends without having to prick my finger every single time.
Right.
So there's that peace of mind knowing that I can just pop open my phone and look at the app and kind of see where I'm at. The alerts are amazing. The alerts go off at night sometimes if I have a low, or during the day if I have a high. It bells and whistles go off, and I know how to manage it instead of discovering that I have it high or low when I prick my finger. So it's yeah.
Cool. And then, in your opinion, what are the cons of the bionic pancreas?
Well, I think the con, as I mentioned a little earlier, is it has to be swapped out often.
Right.
And the size of it is rather large. I hope it could get down to the size of a dime,
Right.
because it's pretty bulky. I mean, you feel it, and it's just a matter of time before the technology, I think, advances. But it's
Right.
it's pretty cumbersome.
Right.
But other than that, I think it's a brilliant piece of technology.
Yeah. And then, so the final question. If so, how has the bionic pancreas helped your daily life?
Yeah, so daily life, it's been peace of mind by simply looking at my phone,
Right.
as opposed to pulling out a meter and managing pricking my finger and a little droplet of blood onto the little strip, and then putting that in, and that's a lot of work.
Right.
And when you're on the go, it's just very easy just to kind of look at your phone and see where you are, where you're trending, if you're trending up, if you're trending down, and then being able to proactively manage that. Like when we went skiing, that was a blessing in disguise, because I was on the chairlift. I just had to pull out my phone and look at what my levels were, as opposed to trying to get blood out of my cold hands.
Right.
You know?
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's really helped my day to day for sure.
So you'd say it's definitely an improvement
Yes,
in
absolutely.
the treatment technology.
Yes.
So that's all the questions I have for today.
Cool, great, Reese.
Thank you
You're welcome.
for taking the time to answer the questions.